One more thing.
Yes?
I fought against a great number of Tenlands. One that was quite spectacular. A great white beast. Its mere presence seemed to aggravate the others.
A beast sent by the demons, no doubt. But
stop taking me for a fool. I have only one piece of advice to give you. Leave, and quickly, or the Mother Cardinal will learn.
We shall be leaving as soon as possible. But let it be known that you are abandoning all of the...
Perhaps you should be more concerned about your own soul, sister. People, the nests are destroyed. And with the death of the White Tenlan, the attacks should cease. We were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katazak should be willing to follow us now. Let us go and find him.
I can see from your face that you were victorious.
Indeed. I put the White Tenlan down, who was enraging his kind. The attacks should no longer be troubling you. As for the missionaries, we were able to but they were not ready to admit their involvement in the attacks that harmed you.
And so they were in some way responsible. I had my suspicion.
They brought a particularly large beast here.
This is what provoked the attacks and brought on up.
In the end, we found the missing young ones. Alas, too.
Undivorced Tyr end. You did well on Almanawi.
Will you accompany me now? My cousin needs your help.
I have packed what is needed.
This pain, it'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze, consumed by a smouldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You flutter in just when you're needed, cousin. As always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katazak, Constantin. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Rnaise, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. Neither science surgeon nor mage doctor could do a damn thing to alleviate my pain. I give you my last ounce of hope. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
Greetings, Katasak.
Bertir Tumat, what can I do for you?
I'm looking to meet Enon Milfrichteman. I went all the way to the village council.
But they did not let you speak to Glendan the Elder.
Precisely. They said that only the friends of a member of the council might enter.
And my word was not enough. It seems that I must be a Mal to be heard.
Do not be sad, daughter of Bloodnid. One day you will be as great a chief as your mother. And you too will have a seal. This seal will allow you to give voice to the friends of your clan, those who may speak in your name. Here, friend of Wenxavier. Take my seal and go and meet Glendan. But you must convince him and no doubt pass many trials. Many monsters and traps are hidden on the path you seek to follow.
Thank you, Katasak. Why are you helping me?
I do not wish to lose the one who placed his life in my hands. And you have already shown me your friendship.
I hope that Glendan will allow you to meet this god, cousin. Leave as soon as you can. Godspeed.
Have no fear. I'll do whatever it takes. I must go.
Wa awalam seg.
You have returned. The rule is still the same, you know.
Here is the seal of Donegad Katasak, of the village of Wenxavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and enter. You are welcome.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasak. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin and many other people on our island suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that Enon Milfrichteman can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasak sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will...
And I suppose this cavern is guarded.
That is... I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people. Go now. Show us your true face.
I must leave. Goodbye.
You have spoken to Glendon as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water.
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul. It is a tremendous honor.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many... One way is through strength, but I know no more than this. Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you.
Good luck.
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that...
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that... And there are ways of altering food.
Is that an idea that your mother used?
Karantz, I need to talk to you.
I'm listening, Siora.
Do you remember the mind shakers in my village?
Yes. If I understand correctly, there was some kind of an...
Even though these priests would make good allies, my mother would never have traded the spirits of the people. And she would have wanted to be buried according...
So you think that they're lying?
Yeah. Will you investigate this matter with me?
Of course. Let's go.
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep. Watch out, Anadai! You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke.
Yes. Exactly like the lightning struck.
Tell us. Visions like this are
I
guides.
was in the sky. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And suddenly I bounced on the ground. And then, just like before, the vision dissipated. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life?
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tir Fredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Mir Frichtemann. Watch out, Anadai! You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then, the sun warmed me, and suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated, and I was suddenly with you again. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it is supposed this stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. On this stone, the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? Here, this looks like a snowflake. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. I need a bit of practice.
Look, there isn't no practice. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, it will Watch out, Anadai!
Hello, my child. Do you want to hear the word of Saint
Not really, Father. My name...
Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. What can we do for you?
We would like to know more about the agreement.
I do not see how our agreement concerns. We swore to provide this village with all our...
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to
My mother would never have made such an agreement.
The Queen had understood that the light was the only... It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal...
She had an engraver come to find.
I do not believe a single word of this.
You would do well to hold your tongue, young lady.
By not respecting us, you are...
Because you think that you can administer...
Siora, let's not get into another battle and make...
That is an excellent idea. Then you...
Do you see? If you want to trade again, do you see? If you want to trade again, you know where to find me.
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep.
To my help! And death to the others!
Watch out, Anadai!
Things are about to get dicey!
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tir Fredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Míl
Bertir to Mad on Olmanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tir Fredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You have given the blood of the animals that protected the entrance to the passage. You have chosen strength a first time. In the second room, you have awoken the Dosentats to better best them. And in the end, you have forgotten the ritual and confronted the guardian that protected the seal. This says many things about you. You have sided with strength. It is one path that others have chosen before you, but it rarely leads to wisdom. The island saw your courage, but also your brutality.
Am I authorized to encounter Einon Míl now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince him as well. Where can I find him?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then, we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Deirdre, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Siora. And divorced Tirce. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And divorced Tirce. Thank you, Glendan.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlug.
I have already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekid and Nadages.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendan.
Kwa awalamsek.
I hope that you will find him.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then, all of a sudden, one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The Islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By Islander, do you mean the Donegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, milady. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the Islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The Islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a...
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been...
What? Alone? What could I have done?
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors. My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided...
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must... I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness. I wasn't privy to their counsel. But your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and...
That sounds like him. What?
I am sorry, milady. But I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, milady.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I seek Vinbar, your High King. I was told you were among the last to have seen him.
I do not know if that, but since you have helped Orp, the last time I saw him, he wanted us to help him decide what Dedra and Bladnid wanted us to spill. Bulan's words were all honey. I attempted, as is my... Vinbar was not convinced by any of us. He left us to go to the sanctuary to see Anon Mil Frictimen.
Would he still be there?
I do not think so. But he would not have abandoned his people. You should go to Wensha.
Thank you, Dunkas.